Hey, my Legion, how you all doing today? Screwed up last live stream and dozed off. Okay, okay, no problem, no problem. Okay, let's see. I'm doing this. Okay, let me go back to what I was doing. I did that Saturday Night Live video, and I did Ed Gein thing, and I did. I was wide awake and stuff, and there was some other stuff I wanted to address with this one with Silent Live. It was really weird how it cut out. It went over. It was like 15 minutes over because of football. And then there was like, usually there's like additional skit they might cut out or something like that. But it was weird because they cut it off. They put the Byron Allen show on, they cut back up. And they put like half of her singing performance on there. And I went back to check later on. They had a whole big playlist of Sabrina Carpenter stuff. And it was like there's two additional things. Some called Social Experiment, and some guy that was like a hacker. I was on that Weekend Update too. They cut that out too. They have another 6 minutes of Weekend Update. It's like, dang. Can they interview people that have no relation to the show whatsoever? They have like this bizarre character or what have you. It don't really make a whole lot of sense. Yeah, I mean, there was like two different things that were on there. Like I said, Social Experiment was kind of neat. It was like they talked about oh, I don't know if that the story everything. It was like some a film by somebody, I can't remember the name. It wasn't bad though. They're trying to talk about like how people react in theater and stuff, or like if like you go and you see like a whole bunch of unusual people, you won't go into it or something like that. And I guess there was a thing where they had a whole bunch of Frankensteins in this movie and said like, well, why did you go in there? Because a whole bunch of Frankenstein. Why are you raised on Frankenstein? And it was just it was an okay skit. And then they had one of the newer guys. He actually this wasn't too bad what he said. He said like he said he never heard of Frankenstein before. He said yeah, but he took Gothic literature in college. He said, "How do you teach that?" And I don't know about Frankenstein. So he loved Mary Shelley though. How could you know about Mary Shelley and not know about Frankenstein? Because it was weird. My dad thought just assumed she wrote Dracula too. But I mean, that was Bram Stoker. My dad said he never heard that name before. But if you saw the Francis Ford Coppola movie in 92, 93, it says Bram Stoker's Dracula, Anyways, I mean, it was an okay skit. I give like I give it a 4 out of 10. And the last was like this hacker guy. And it was neat seeing that guy that does Trump do something different. I think he's better doing this than he did doing Trump. It wasn't that funny, but I give it 2 out of 10. It doesn't really change the whole complexity of the episode. It was only a misstep like the other episodes were, but it was better than the other two because there was actually so Human Experiment's okay. I guess there's like three I really liked, and then made Human Experiment on there for like a 4 out of 10, being okay, not boring. And that was a long one, like 7 minutes. And so that's it for that Saturday Live. Now let's move on to Dark Side of the Ring. They have a new season. I didn't know about that. It's weird though because it was always on Hulu. And then all of a sudden, I don't know if they took it off Hulu or Vice has a new something screwed up. I don't know what happened with Hulu. Because they had all the Dark Side Ring, they had Dark Side Comedy. Now they just have Dark Side of the 90s on there. I don't know what they're doing. I hope Into the Void's still on there. But it's like, I don't know if it makes no sense because Hulu, Vice is part of the thing. I don't know if they took it off there or what. I had no warning about that whatsoever. But I mean, some stuff is still on there, like Dark Side of the 90s is still on there. And I mean, there was interesting stuff I wanted to review on there. And they have a Vice TV channel, but that channel sucks because it's like everything's locked on there. But I have like there's shows on there. I mean, I'm logged into it though, and there's like Bad Path. I mean, it's like the shitty site. So I might try to avoid that. I'd see if I can get whatever Dark Side Rings I can get. The one guy's uploaded them, so I watch his. Anyways, Dark Side Rings, they started season 6. They still they're new for season 7. It's a very popular show, and you get to see like the world of pro wrestling. There's no like cameras behind the scenes. Well, they did a lot of behind the scenes stuff before, but I mean lots of stuff that was like notorious in the past. You know, show stuff that led up to it, and now this was like talking about. I start off with Mick Foley and Hell in a Cell, and mainly it's Mick Foley though. I think they talked to Undertaker on the phone a little bit. Mostly it's about Undertaker. I mean about Mankind. It's not that much about Undertaker though. More about him and his family, how his wife was about that. And they saw 2 brutal matches. That one, the Hell in a Cell, and also the I Quit match with The Rock. That's a brutal match. Now it's featured on that movie Beyond the Mat. I saw that movie. They built it as the movie Vince McMahon doesn't want you to see, and it was not playing in my theater because I wanted to see it. I had to wait till later. I think I rented it or something like that to watch it. I mean, I like Beyond the Mat. I thought it was a good movie, and then like my dad couldn't watch the part with Mick Foley, and my dad was pissed at Mick Foley because his kids were visibly upset because they were really young. And she should know by they're too young to really comprehend that what's happening to their dad. And they were not crying. She had to take him out of the ring. They were crying so bad. She was pissed at him, you know, and he was pissed at himself on that thing too. Being not that good of a father and stuff. My dad was mad at him, but my dad could not watch that part. But I thought Beyond the Mat was really good. And it's kind of funny the movie Vince McMahon don't want you to see, but I did not play where I was at. I think I played at Ohio. I coached for Ohio and stuff. Um, so there's that right there. Let's see. Anything else that happened? Trying to think. Like some people thought like that skinned, that smoked fish I had was bad. And that was absolutely delicious. It was really good stuff. And people like, I don't know, they just judge you on the dumbest things. I thought I'd start over. And like I said, oh, the one I just had on there. It made its mark, I guess, back in the day. It's let's say it's like Yogi Berra on the high seas, during monsoon season. I mean, there's nothing labeled on the thing to let you think that's what was going on, but it was. So that's cool. I had that up on there. Like I said, Hell in a Cell was Dark Side of the Moon. I guess their mankind was trying to come into WWE now. There was a time when I was stopped following again from like 94 or like 93 and a half to like 1998 or 99. It took me a while to start getting back into wrestling. My dad said, you might watch, you're getting good. So that's okay. Yeah, I think the melted ones with, what's her face, Sabrina, you know. But that's okay, though. His ankle? Oh, okay. I don't know. That's okay, honey. It's okay. The fully gave it Justin Predator. Trump. Really? Oh, I have to watch that. I never saw that. Post on YouTube. Oh, I gotta watch that. But like I said, well, wait, so my computer got unplugged. Hold on. It got unplugged. Oh no, I don't want to go out. Oh no, 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 no. Let's see what we got. Okay, hold on. It's supposed to start raining in about an hour. I mean, we're supposed to get really bad rainstorms today, so might be a little different today. I like smoked oysters, yeah. Speaking of smoked herring, I can't, but it's hard to great smoked. That pickled herring, it was called Blind Robin. It was just way too salty for me. My sister said the salmon was salty. I thought salmon was perfect. And then John got smoked whitefish too. I don't know if he ate them both. But I should ask. Thank you, Darnell. Thank you. What was I gonna ask? Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. Okay. Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, Darnell's the best. But like I said with Mick Foley and stuff, like they talked about his trials and tribulations leading up to the match. And he took some serious bumps on there. And truly when this man told him like I thank you for what you're doing for our business, but please don't ever do that again, you know. Vince was visibly upset. He was visibly upset during all that. Yeah, you're the best. You're the best, Darnell. I don't know how long I'll be live. I might give you a call at another place. And this is what the Goomba picture with me. We look like we're Italiano mafiosos of the mob. But this was at a reception, wedding reception for my sister got married first time at the Ambassador Hotel. Ambassador Hotel is like a fancy smancy hotel. You got dressed right there, pretty cool. But it was all right though. I had fun. That was a long time ago though. But I mean, I think my sister wanted to send me this photo. I think it was pretty cool. Oh, really? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Darnell. Let me see. Let me see. Let me go over to the YouTube side. I want to see what Mick Foley has to say. This would be cool. I don't know. I don't think Mick Foley's trying to get political, though. But I mean, anything for a video, you know? He's pretty popular, too. I mean, Oh, okay. That's interesting. That's interesting. I just watched some of it. I don't watch the whole thing. I'm doing a live stream. No, that was interesting. Thank you. I had no idea. Just talking about it, getting a priest prize and stuff. Yeah, it was interesting. I like Mick Foley. Mick Foley's got it. I feel bad for him though. I felt bad during that I Quit match. Because Rock came out being a supreme asshole. And Mick Foley just understood so much pain and stuff. He said, okay, okay, I quit, I quit, I quit. I was like, kind of upset. I saw it though. I was like, damn, that was pretty intense. And you do feel bad for Mick Foley though. I mean, he comes off being a nice guy, but I mean, he gotta be careful though. I mean, he damaged himself permanently now. Um, I don't know how well he gets along, but whatever it is. That thing was that Phil Laura, right? Oh, anyways, like I said, I thought that Dark Side of the Moon was really good about Hell in the Cell. And that was weird though, because when that happened, I I stopped watching wrestling for a long time, except for like old videos I had. I might watch those because they're entertaining. I remember taped those from my old back in Germany and stuff. And I remember like they were wrapping it up. I just thought it was a good episode. And it's weird though because they said they appeal to everyone, but I mean, do they have restaurants in there? I asked the restaurant for AI had anything interesting in it, though. You know what I mean? Or like could do like replications of other types of food. I don't know if that'd be good or bad. It might be bad, probably. Really, you can try. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. But like I said, I think Dark Side Ring's just about Mick Foley and his family, pretty much. And they talk about Mick Foley. And I mean, Undertaker's part of it, and they have but it's mostly him. And he talked to his kids. He had Noel and, I can't remember the other kid. Um, and his wife. His wife's very attractive. They were married for since '82 or something like that. So whenever she saw her back there, react to the whole song, I mean, you know that there's a feeling to that, without doubt. I watched it quite a bit. Oh yeah, I mean, if it caught my attention, like I love these shows now, like Dark Side of the Ring, the Great Show. It covers a lot of different aspects of the show. It ran it's 46 7 minutes. It just premiered, and then it's like if I watched it, it was like overdone within like a minute. It was really good. I mean, they have like these $1,000 uh divorce houses. That's insane. What's wrong? Well, that's about it. I hope you like this live review of Dark Side of the Ring, the Hell in a Cell edition. It's really important in the evolution of WWE, and it helped really establish Mick Foley as a star. And I guess the first one was like Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, which they said was a better one, but that's people think it just keeps the viewers' attentions locked into it, and they eventually like the show. Well, that was a perfect episode, though. I give it like a 10 out of 10, and yeah, I hope you like this review, buddy. Till next time, please take care, Allegiance. I'm going to end it. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Wait for what? Oh, yeah, show's been, yeah. All right, good night, everybody. Good night.